Hello, everyone. Good morning. Good morning. It is Teresa from Teresa's Spot for Art. Welcome to Creative Care Fridays. I am back. I missed you guys last week. Not only did I miss you guys last week, I feel like it's been forever and it's only been 2 weeks. I don't know how that works. But anyway, so good morning to you guys. We're going to do a little painting today. I've dropped some links in the side view if you're not ready for Halloween. If you're looking for something to do this weekend, either by yourself, with friends, or with kitties, I posted the link to my 31 days of Halloween right there in the comments. And I'm going to get painting a little bit. So you might recognize this one, but I'm doing it a little bit different. That's why I said Haunted House Your Way. So I did this one before, but I'm putting a little bit of a different spin on it for some of you who want a different spin. So I'm just getting out some black and some white. Let me fix this. So when you hop on, let me know where you're watching from. And let me know also, oh, I got to get rid of that garbage. Let me know if you're watching from YouTube or the Facebook, because I am actually live on both right now. My Creative Care Fridays go live on both the YouTube and the Facebook. Because, I don't know, you guys probably know this by now. I'm trying to get this yucky paint out of here. It's not going to work. Okay. Good morning, Pam. Facebook deletes videos after 30 days. So, and then yesterday, so last Saturday, I did a Facebook Live. If you missed it, you can still catch the replay for another, whatever, 21 days. Or you can go onto my YouTube because it'll be, one is on YouTube and the other one will be on YouTube tonight. I broke it up into 2 separate videos because one was really cool. So anyway, when I downloaded the video from Facebook, it made, I don't know, I'm not real techie. You guys might be a little techie. I don't know. But it made this huge file. Let me turn you guys around so while I'm chit-chatting, I can be painting. I forgot to add my extra camera. There we go, add camera. And then turn on camera. Sorry. And then go here and go here. Okay, so yesterday, I had to edit said video from last week's live. And when I went to do it, it was this huge file that was totally frustrating to me. And finally, I realized how I could make it work, but it was such a pain. So most of the time now, and last week I couldn't because it was for an event, I go live on Facebook and YouTube, and then my video is there on YouTube, and I don't have to worry about downloading it and re-uploading it, because I don't know why it was such a massive file from my YouTube live. From my Facebook live. It was crazy. So how's everybody doing? TGIF, everyone. TGIF. Got any plans this weekend? If you don't, I have lots of video for you guys. I have my 13 Days of Halloween Ornament series on my website. And then I shared the link to my 31 Days of Halloween series that I did last year. Last week. Open back my chat. There we go. So, plus I'm working on something fun. I had this 31 journal prompt ideas for fall themed. The theme is fall in that it's decorated fall and Halloween. The prompts are just everyday prompts that you can use for junk journaling. And now I'm working on a Christmas themed one. Most of the prompts will be the same. So if you didn't grab this one, you can wait for the Christmas one. But the theme and the design will be more holiday. And it's going to be really pretty. I started working on it this morning. So it comes with the file to make this little box. And then I think like 34 cards. So I'm just going to keep painting away. If you guys want to chit chat, let me know where you're watching from. Missed you guys last week, but I had an awesome day in the city. Who gets magazines? Anybody here get magazines still? Because I went to, let me pull this up. I'm going to end up putting it. Hi, Diane. Good morning to you. I still get a few magazines. I get Better Homes and Gardens, Real Simple, and then Country Living? Yeah, Country Living magazines. And I've been getting them for years. I've been getting that. So back in the day, 30 years ago, I was getting Better Homes and Gardens and Parenting Magazine. You know, when I was raising my kids, we didn't have Pinterest. And I think most of you that are on my page get that because I think we're all a women of a certain age or older, right? So we didn't have the Pinterest and we got magazines. So one of them was Parenting, one of them was Better Homes and Gardens. So I guess maybe in August, my Better Homes and Gardens magazine had an ad in it that they were going to be having a special pop-up cafe in New York City. So most of you know I live on Long Island, pretty close to New York City. The train's about an hour and a half, a little maybe hour and 40-minute ride away. Definitely chilly. Oh my God, it was 50 this morning. I got a story for you about that too, Diane. And thank God the weather was nicer last week. I might have not persuaded myself to go into the city, especially since I went in by myself. But whatever, I digress. So, Better Homes and Gardens was having this pop-up cafe downtown in New York City. So I signed up. My RSVP made it in time. I was accepted. And I went into New York City last week. I took the Long Island Railroad. Then I had to take the subway because I'm cheap like that and I wasn't going to pay for a cab or an Uber. And then it was a great, great time, you guys. It was really cool. It was they decorated it all, literally pop up. One of the sponsors was Command Hooks because they hung everything with Command Hooks because it was a temporary pop up spot. So it was really cool. I got to see Kristen Kish. If you are making cookies to take to a crop, what's a Croptoberfest? PM, is a Croptoberfest have something to do with scrapbooking? If it does, I want to go to a Croptoberfest. Or does a Croptoberfest have something to do with crops and you're going to be picking corn and broccoli? Let me know. Anyway, so it was really cool, you guys. Kristen Kish made some ham salad, which I've never had. So I heard, who's from Michigan? Michigan, Diane, you said it's chilly in Michigan. Are you fond of the ham salad? Because according to Kristen Kish, the host of Top Chef, ham salad or ham spread or whatever you want to call it is a big staple in Michigan. No corn or broccoli, lol. So let me know if that's true. Was it a big staple in Kristen Kish's house? Or is that a big thing in Michigan? Because I'll tell you what, ham salad is not a thing here on Long Island. So I'd be curious because she said it was. So I'm just be curious to know if that was the case or not. Love ham salad. See that? Okay. And you love it. Does it come with like a little, what do you put it on? Do you use it with crackers? Do you make a sandwich? Is it a dip? We had it with pickles, little sliced pickles, and this little tiny, it was a steamed, kind of crusty roll. It was really, really good. She did the demo and she made it. And then, do you make your own, Diane? Or do you buy it? She put hot sauce in hers. She grew up on it. See, that's what she said. She said, if you know, she's from Michigan, that Kristen Kitch. What a beautiful, beautiful, stunning woman, too. So talented, so personable, so friendly. We all got her book. Her book is called Accidentally on Purpose. Oh, yeah, let me get back to that. So, went to this event. It was really cool, you guys. There's only sandwiches are on crackers. Yep. So, I've been to a couple of events like this. I'm very fortunate to live in a rural area of New York, but be close to the city. So, when there's events going on, sometimes we get to partake in them. And that can be really cool. So when you got in, you got a little bouquet of fresh flowers, which is really cool. There was a florist from down the road, and they were there putting together these little bouquets of fresh flowers for you. Then it was sponsored by Sherwin-Williams. So we all got a swatch of what do you call it? Oh, a swatch. Now you can buy paint swatches, but they're sticky and they go on your wall. And this way you don't have to paint like 5 or 6 squares to see what color you want to paint your room or your whatever, your walls. You can just get these swatches and paint from these and put these swatches on your wall, and they stick and they're adhesive, and then they come off and you can figure out what color wall you want to make. I don't know, I thought that was kind of cool. So anyway, so Sherwin-Williams, the florist was there. Then we each got a punch card thing because you can get coffee or not hard cider, but regular cider, and a little snack, a little nosh. I'm not worried about painting this nice because I'm going to go back over it. We're going to fix it with the with the black later. So I'm just, if you think I'm being messy, I am, because it doesn't matter. When I come back in and do my silhouette of my witch, it'll clean everything up. Yes, I make it ground ham, pickled or relish, mayo. Easy way to make use of leftover ham. Pickled or relish, yep. And then, like I said, so she put a little bit of hot sauce and something else. Oh, and mustard, some spicy brown mustard. But I guess she was like, you'd make it the way you want. Obviously, if you don't like mustard, I put mustard in my egg salad, but not everyone likes it. My one daughter does not like it. So I have to take hers out first, and then I put mustard in mine. So I get it. But anyway, it was delicious, and she was so fun, and we got her book accidentally on purpose. So then we got coffee. We got noshes. They had this little retro vending machine because the whole thing was retro and it was vintage. There was a display of vintage products, I think in Corningware, stuff that used to be advertised in Better Homes and Gardens for as long as they've been around, this whole display shelf. Then they had a collage on the wall of vintage magazine covers, Better Homes and Gardens magazine covers. It was a really cool event. So we had coffee, we saw Kristen Kish, we had a snack, then we had the ham salad with the biscuit and the pickles, and we got swag bags, you guys. This swag bag was incredible. We got Better Homes and Gardens, I think 100th anniversary cookbooks. We got a Better Homes and Gardens apron. We got a pack of command hooks because they were a sponsor. We got a bottle of Dove body wash because they were a sponsor. I got McCormick's vanilla extract because they were a sponsor. So it was really cool, you guys. I was glad I went. And then I spent the rest of the day wandering around the village. I guess I'm not really direction savvy, but I was in the village, East Village, West Village. I felt like I was downtown. I wasn't all the way downtown, but it was a really fun day. It was a really fun day. So let me put that away. I want to show you guys something because this reminds me of this. Look at this, you guys. This will forever be in my heart. This is one of those, I don't know if you can see it. Let me put it here. Let me switch for a minute. This was designed by my friend Carol. This was one of the paintings years ago, 10 years ago, 2015, that caught my eye online that I had to paint. That was one of the things that brought me back to painting and stirred my desire to paint again. And this one I'm doing is similar to it, but on a much more beginner, easier level. It doesn't have as much detail. This is, light touch here, but this is the painting. I love it. It's always going to have a special place in my heart because this is what brought me back to my painting back when. Anyway, so yeah, huge swag bag. It was great. It was awesome. I loved it. I met the what do you call it? Editors. One of the editors. Thank you. One of the editors of Better Homes and Gardens. She was there. She was like hosting it. It was really cool. It was a fun day. I'm glad I went. I'm glad I didn't chicken out because I got to tell you guys, I was getting a little anxiety over heading into the city by myself. I used to do this all the time. Something was happening. I wanted to go. Nobody could go. I went. And that's just how I rolled. But then I got to tell you, last week, Thursday night, I was getting my stuff together. Make sure you have money. Make sure your phone is charged. Make sure you have your license. Make sure you know where you're going. All that stuff. And I was like, I'm going into the city by myself. Is this a good idea? But you know what? I was determined and I did it. Hello, April. Good morning to you. Nice to see you. And I did it. And I was so proud of myself that I did it. And I didn't wuss out. And I'm so glad I did. Oh no, I did that. So now I'm just filling in these trees here. Silhouettes are so easy and fun to paint. It's a nice way to paint a fun background, but then put something unique on it with a silhouette that you're just filling in and is not that difficult to paint. So it's a good way to practice and practice blending in backgrounds and different backgrounds, but then just putting a silhouette on it of whatever, like the one I just showed you, and watching your painting come to life. So this, I have to make this even. So I'm going to come down here. This is going to be roof now. So I'm just filling in. If you saw my live last Saturday, I did Halloween treats. Just fun little Halloween treats. And that's another thing you can check out. So we have my 13 days of ornaments. We have my 31 days of Halloween crafts from last year. I put the link in there. And then you can check out my video from last week where I made the simple Halloween treats. But at the beginning of that video, if you're not into the Halloween treats, was me going through all my swag that I got from Better Homes and Gardens last week in the city. You know, some people said this house needed a door. I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to do a door. I will say is I really like what you're working on. Thank you, Diane. I will say that I know I braved my way into the city last week, and that was good. But if it was as cold as it is today, going into the city by myself, I managed. Going into the city by myself on a freezing cold day like today, I might not have been able to handle. I'm a big wuss when it comes to the cold, you guys. I'm sure you've heard me whine about it before. Yep, I do. I whine about the cold. Need more black. So I think who said that they were going to Croptober tomorrow and it has nothing to do with broccoli and corn? Are you still here? Is it a scrapbooking event? Let me see. Nothing to do with it was Pam. Pam, are you going to a scrapbooking event tomorrow? And if you're wondering, you guys, I am painting on a Lazy Susie. I have my Lazy Susie covered with what's that, press and seal? Yes, scrapbooking. Oh, so jealous with press and seal. And this way, when it gets totally yucky, I can take off the press and seal and replace it. I've never been to a scrapbooking event. You guys may know that paper crafting and journaling is different than scrapbooking, I think, but it is now my new passion. So I switch my lives and my time back and forth between paper craft and acrylic painting. Sometimes I combine the two. Um, but I've never been to a scrapping event. Is it just for the day? Is it at a place? It is at someone's house? Share all the deets with us. I would love to know. I'm quite interested in what you're doing. I know I've heard in the past about women going to hotels for the weekend and working on their scrapbook pages, and they do like, I'm already freezing and it's 40. Yes. And I'm going to switch to a level of brush. And they work on their scrapbooks and they're there for the entire weekend, but they only get like 2 pages done because it's so involved. Is that like this? If it is, I'm not like that detailed. I like stuff that can be quick and easy and done. A lot of times I'll be like, oh, I'm just going to finish here and I'll come back. I rarely come back to a painting. Should I? Could I? Yeah, absolutely. But I don't. It's not like I'm selling them. It's not like they're going into a museum. So if I don't come back to a painting, that's okay. I also big on my painting is not about the finish. Some people work on other crafts as well. I do. Oh, you do more junk journaling. Okay. Um, and is it at someone's house or is that a place? So I rarely come back. So if you've been watching me, my thing with painting, crafting, whatever it is, it's not about the finished product. It's not about how good this painting looks when it's done or crappy or whatever this painting looks when it's done. Mine is about entertaining you all. Oh, I love creative memories. Oh, I love that, Pam. I should see if there's anything like that by me. So mine is about my therapy and entertaining you guys, or and teaching you guys something. Tons of videos on my YouTube if you want to learn how to junk journal, paper craft, acrylic paint for beginners. I am your person. I know I am not for everyone. People make fun of my accent all the time, but that's okay. I have thick shoulders. I don't mind. It's all in. So a lot of times it's all in fun. So we'll go with that, right? I will tell you a little trick. So when you're painting silhouettes, which I love to do, um, you'll be painting. You will think you have covered everything, and you'll go back and you'll see all this little white area on your painting. That is because the canvases, this is canvas, it's cloth, it's material. And although you can't see it, there's all little pockets. This is not smooth. This has pockets in it. This has a rough finish to it. There's little air bubbles in there. So sometimes you're painting and you're going around and you think you've gotten it all. And then those little bubbles come to the surface and you realize that you left all this white spot. So it's not you, it's the canvas, and it is totally okay. I'm just going to add in a few branches here. I could paint trees, you guys, and branches all day. All day. And you just put extension after extension after extension. So that sounds like a lot of fun, Pam. I'm going to see if we have anything like that here. Even if I have to go into New York City, I did just find, and it's in a park, so I won't be going this year, but maybe next year, in the city in Poe Park, which is in fact named after Edgar Allan Poe because apparently he lived in the Bronx for a while at some point in his life. Um, they have free junk journaling every Saturday in the park. I don't know what it entails. And like I said, since it's in the park, it'll probably be a little bit cold. So I'm not going. But hopefully it'll still be happening in the spring and I can go in the spring. And you can make as many or as few branches on these trees as you want. Like I said, I could sit here all day and make branches on trees, but I'm not gonna. I find it very soothing and therapeutic to just be doing those little squiggly thin lines on the tree branches. So now I'm going to start adding in a little bit of stonework. And this also is therapeutic. Nothing perfect about this. Just little wiggly lines in a pattern. Well, a random pattern, really. That time I picked up a little bit of white just to make a little bit difference in my stones. And I'm just going to keep working my way up. So, I did take a trip last week too. I went to 6 different paper goods and stationery stores while I was in the city as well. I put them in my GPS and just went from one to the other. I did a lot of walking. I got some washi tape. I got some ephemera. I got these really cool colored pencils. I got I got 2 sticker, oh, they're behind me. I got 2 sticker books. One I've been wanting to get, but it was a lot of money and it was shipping for some reason off the interweb. And then I saw it. I went to this place called The Strand. It's got used and new books. And they had all these sticker books. And one of them was from this woman, Engelbert, I think her name is, Engelbret. I'll grab it for you guys when I'm done with this. And I got her book. And then another book that I have over here with stickers. Need a little more black there. And so I'll be using them. Stickers are a really easy way to embellish your journal pages if you don't have a lot and you just want to add a little something, something. So this simple painting can now become as detailed or as easy beginner as you want. I'm coming in here and I'm adding some shading to some of these stones. You could leave it just where I am right now. You could leave it. I've painted this before with headstones. Today I'm going to paint it a little bit different. Depending on where you're at with your art, you can try and do these stones and then come in and do some highlighting and shading on them. It's totally up to you. You can stop right here if you wanted. You can make this into a card. Whatever you want to do. Sounds like I did have a wonderful day. I'll tell you what, I was exhausted, like you're going to be tomorrow when you come back from your crafting day. It always sounds good. I mean, I had to recuperate. Sunday I had stuff to do, but I was like still recuperating. My body hurt. I'm going to be 60 years old, you guys. My body was hurting after that day of walking and walking and walking. I'm not ashamed to say. Totally not ashamed to say. I'm just going to add some highlights up in here. I'm using the white, but my brush was dirty from doing the stones. So it's not really white that I'm using. It's more of like a dirty gray that I have on my brush. So I just want to add a little bit of a difference there in my house. Okay. Let me wash that. Sounds like a wonderful day. So what else is going on, you guys? I told you up top, there is a link for free fall phone wallpaper that you can download. It's got a little bit of an inspirational saying on it. I think it has something to do with gratitude for fall. So you can grab that if you want. I might have to put another one here in there. I shared my 31 days of Halloween. There we go. And then I have my treat video from last week. That is still on my Facebook Live. I'm just adding a little bit of white highlight. Not too much. Just a tiny bit. Kind of helps our details a little bit, just like that. And I'm going to come in here. I'm going to show you the other one that I made, and we're going to talk about why they're different. So let me get some white paint. And this one's going to have a little bit of a ghost family down here. You can put as many as you want. I might even put one up in the sky too. Unless, you know what? I don't know if I have enough room for that. I'll leave it. I'll leave the witch. I ran out of room here, but that is okay. There's no reason why we can't have elements from our art going off our page. Nope, no reason. Everybody gets worried when they're painting that they don't have room for things because they're going to overlap. Overlap is normal, and stuff going off the page is interesting. So it's totally okay that my ghost down here didn't fit. I'm okay with that. It's fine. So let me go back to my black. Another thing I like about this picture is it's 4 colors. Black, white, yellow, and orange. Obviously I have gray, but I made that with the black and the white. And my little mouths. And this one's going to be like, oh. Okay. And there we have it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So there we have it. So, let me tell you guys, good morning. Do you do dry brushing? I love this. I do occasionally do dry brushing. Depends on it. I am mostly an acrylic artist and now paper crafter, but I do dry brushing on certain things and when the mood strikes me. There isn't too many things that I don't try. Let me turn you guys around. So here we go. So there it is. There is my painting. Good morning. Thank you guys for sharing Creative Care Friday with me. I love being here. Like I told you, I missed last week, but it felt like it was months. I don't know why. And if you want, this was the one I painted originally. It has the tombstones. Not everybody's into tombstones. Not everybody's into Halloween either. But whatever. Anyway, so here we go. Like I said, this will disappear from the Facebook, but it'll stay on my YouTube. If you have not subscribed to my YouTube, please do. I appreciate all the support. Diane, I will be cold until May now. I told my husband that. Thank you, Diane. I told my husband, he makes fun of me. It got cold. And now I feel like I will be cold on the inside of my body until May. I used to love winter. I love to ice skate. Still love to ice skate. I grew up ice skating. I grew up ice skating on ponds and in puddles in fields, in farm fields. Skiing, sledding, loved it. Now, you know what? Snow looks pretty from in here. There's not snow out there. I'm just saying. So do not like the cold, do not like the snow. And I tell you, my husband looks fun of me. So I was already cold this morning. He came down in shorts. He went to play golf and he's going to work later. He came down in shorts and I'm like, you were in shorts? Are you just trying to make me feel bad that I'm cold by being like, I'm wearing shorts? But no, he likes shorts. He'll wear them as long as he can. I will too, but that's in the middle of September, not in the end of October. Anyway, I love you guys. Thanks for hanging out with me this morning. Have a great weekend. Have a great croptober. Have a great croptober. And I hope everyone enjoys your cookies. And I'll see you guys next week.